Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my videos. I went to the beach and there was a lot of seaweed everywhere, but it was a fun little Memorial weekend beach trip. So today we're going to be drawing some Ghibli scenes today. So I saw this cute little witch on Pinterest and I wanted to draw something similar to the witch. So I decided to draw Kiki from Kiki's delivery service and use this as a reference to try to draw something just as cute. Honestly, I think the reference kind of messed me up a little bit because she looks like a young girl and so she has smaller legs, and Kiki is an older lady, and so when I was drawing Kiki, it kind of messed me up a little bit because her body shape is a little bit different considering she's an older woman. So that's why you'll see me adjusting the legs multiple times. I fidget with it and fidget with it because I just honestly think I just did not have a good reference. But it's what happens. I've never really drawn Kiki before, so this is really the first time I've ever drawn her. It was cute and fun, and I really enjoyed it. I realized how much of the little packs that she has on her, like her bag and the little pack in the front. And then obviously learning how to draw her little Gigi took me some work as well. I honestly don't know why I've never drawn her, considering that this is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Probably most of my favorite movies come from Ghibli stuff, and so I really don't know why I haven't really drawn a whole lot of Ghibli stuff. I've mostly drawn Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away stuff, so this was actually kind of a fun little drawing. In most of my artworks, I pretty much drew the top half of a character, like just the face and the neck and the shoulders, maybe an arm or a hand. And lately, I really wanted to implement more scenic drawings. I wanted to kind of give an environment or a scene and draw more full body pictures. And so that's why I'm taking these challenges to draw these full body pictures, since I didn't typically do a whole lot of it in my previous artworks. One of the things that I noticed that I'm doing is that I'm simplifying a lot more so because I'm drawing full body pictures of characters, and I'm not sure exactly as to why I am more simplifying, because I feel like when I draw just their face, I don't simplify as much. I have a lot more detail. And so maybe I'm just getting used to drawing full body and it's just a lot of information. And so I take out a lot of the excess details and try to make it as simplistic as I can. And like here, I drew the clouds in because I wanted to actually have an environment scene. And a lot of times I don't really draw the background a whole lot. So in most of my drawings that I'm drawing here, I'm drawing a background. I have the clouds in the background in this one, so you can kind of tell she's in the air, she's in the clouds, and the clouds are kind of pushing past her. I really liked that look. I think as an artist, at least personally, I think it's important not just to draw a pretty picture, but also to portray a story, a feeling, something about the piece that's not just a pretty picture. I've drawn a lot of just pretty pictures. Oh, that's pretty, it looks good, but I really want to now tell a story. I want to portray a feeling. I've noticed when I scroll through Instagram, one of the things that I really catch on to with other people's art is the ones that actually make me feel something or think something about the picture, makes me spend a little bit extra time instead of just scrolling. I like to like everybody's art, but I feel like a lot of art out there is just, this is a pretty girl or this is a pretty scene, which sometimes those pictures are like, wow, like, and they awe you and you're like, oh my gosh, that is a really pretty picture, but it doesn't really portray a story. It doesn't really say anything. It's just, oh, it's just pretty, which that's fine. Some of those are fine. I feel personally that I really want to push towards giving an environment, giving a story to my images. I also noticed when I posted these on Instagram that it got more interactions. Now that could be because it's related to a movie or something that already gives you that feeling from the movie. But I also believe that it's partially because I'm also drawing the scene of the movie. It's not just the picture itself is pretty, but I also am drawing her on a broom, and there's clouds and the cat's there. There's more to telling the story, I feel, with these pictures than just a picture. And I think that really it's really showing in my art. And what I kind of want to test is drawing pictures that are not related to a movie and seeing if they do the same or make the same reactions. So when I finished up with this picture, I did a little bit of color dodge to make it seem like the sun was coming on top of her. I also was a little bit more aware of how the light was hitting her instead of just putting light everywhere, which I usually do just to make it look pretty. But in this, I actually focused on where the light was coming from and how it looked in relation to the sun and everything. And this is the end result. I hope you guys like this. I thought it came out cute. There's a few things I could change about it, but overall I'm super happy with this drawing and how it turned out. So the next one that I will be drawing is actually inspired by another artist. So this next one was inspired by Jenny_illustrations, and she's an awesome artist. She draws a lot of plant stuff. And so I was watching some of her reels and looking at some of her art, and I was really impressed by how she drew her vines. And so because of this, I actually was really inspired to draw this piece, which this is the little sprites from Princess Mononoke, or also called the Kodomas. They're the little spirits in the forest, and I think they're just absolutely adorable. And so I wanted to draw a vine scene with the little cute little spirits, one helping out another, one just looking out and like, oh, world is happening to me and everything's great. We got one that's sitting. I just loved drawing this. I thought it was quite the experiment. I do want to do more grassy, more floral scenes, more scenes with vines and leaves. And I think the reason is because I love fantasy, and so I do want to draw more, I think, with these type of vines and leaves and things, more so because I really like the look. I think it looks amazing. It was kind of originally why I started doing art to begin with, is for fantasy. And even though this is based on the Princess Mononoke movie, I actually want to take a step further in the future and draw vines and, like I said, little mushrooms and fairies and stuff. And I want to get good at drawing that kind of stuff because I really, really think this is an area that I want to practice more and just get really good at. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, guys, I have dreams and goals. And I always say I want to do this and do that and just get a brain full of things that I want to do and complete. And to be honest, I truly want to do these things in the moment, but being as I am an artist, sometimes I forget, and then it's like, oh, well, I didn't do that, or I forget to do it. So I have a lot of goals and dreams and aspirations to do all these things, and hopefully I can get to them because timing is a big factor. I wanted to actually point out in this picture that the vine itself, I actually accidentally outlined the black parts in green. And so that's why it kind of looks like that. And I thought, hey, that looks really cool. I'm going to keep that. Another thing I started doing with my art, so I used to actually color the art. So instead of coloring the piece directly and outlining it and basically drag and dropping, I used my line art as a reference, and then I would just literally drag and drop and made things so much faster. I realized, man, I should have been doing it like this the entire time, and I didn't. Actually, I think I saw someone do this on Instagram. I think it was like one of the Instagram reels, and I just said, you know what, I need to really kind of put that into practice because it made my art, actually drawings, go so much faster. It took less time because it's sitting there trying to actually color each piece in just took way too much time, and I think the reference really helped. Here's the end result of the picture. I hope you guys like it. I actually really like the colors of this one. It was very vibrant and it's a little happy piece. So the last one, because I was already doing Ghibli scenes, I decided to do Totoro. And I used the symmetry feature just to help me draw Totoro and his little companions. And I thought it really, really helped. I think this feature in Procreate really is awesome so that you don't have to, you can draw with more symmetry. You don't have to like worry about making it look wonky. So, and having some symmetry, I think makes the piece look a lot better. So I drew Totoro and his little companions, and then again I decided to draw a background and make it kind of a cute little Totoro piece. I've never drawn Totoro. I've thought about drawing Totoro, but I never really had a drive to, and I'm like, you know what, I'm doing Ghibli stuff, why not draw Totoro? And so I thought the little leaves were cute, the little leaf on his head and the leaves on the other guys, and honestly, this piece came out a lot better than I really expected. I didn't really have high expectations for this one. It was just kind of I'm gonna try this and see if I can do it, and I was very, very pleased with myself. Again, using the symmetry I think really helped. Instead of drawing it freehand in a sense, it helped add to the picture to where I didn't have to worry about it looking stupid. And pretty much the point of drawing Totoro is just to be as cute and adorable as possible. So I added the little pink cheeks. I thought that was super cute. So to talk about all these three pieces, I think they all came out pretty good. I was really happy with all three of them. Sometimes I'm not as happy with certain pieces. Oh, also I added like little furs here and there. I thought that really added to the picture as well. I love it. I'm super happy with it. I think there are some things I can still improve upon. I'm always looking to improve. I'm always looking to get better at my art. But with these three pieces in general, I think I did really well, and I'm proud to say that these were pieces that I was super proud of. If there was one thing that I would really like to improve upon, it would be to add more details to my art pieces that are like this. Like I was saying before, it seems I'm a little bit less detailed when it comes to pieces that have a lot going on, and I think that's because I get overwhelmed in details. But when the picture's really up close and it's only of one character, then I tend to go a little bit more detailed in my pictures, and I think that's just a learning thing. I think it's just something that I'm gonna have to play and experiment with and just get better with. So I actually stopped here at first, and I thought, oh, this is so cute, I love it as it is. But then I decided to add more effects like color dodge and then add more to the grass. So this one I thought it was cute as it was, but then I'm like, I'm gonna add the shading and then the color dodge, and I think both turned out really well. So I posted an Instagram. I posted it with all the effects and the ones just with flat colors, and I thought, man, this is so cute. I love it. It's adorable. I do want to get better at drawing cute stuff in general, like probably more Pokemon stuff and more Totoro like stuff, and see if I can get better at cute pieces. But overall, I'm super happy. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did all these challenges. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, and so I want to continue to do that. Lastly, I added some sun rays at the very end and some sun on them, and voila, this is pretty much the end result of this piece. So I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, tell me which one you liked the most. If you want me to draw something, let me know what you want me to draw. If you liked my pieces, like and subscribe, and I promise you any input is considered. These are the three pieces today. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and don't quit creating.